It was a special graduation tonight in Lexington for young mothers. It is part of the city's parent education program.
It partners with Fayette County schools to provide high school education to young parents. WKYT's Julia Sandor shows us the class of 2023.
Never thought I would go back to school to finish after everything I went through. Very tough moment for me as a teen.
Leslie Paz Vasquez is just one of 17 high school graduates from the parent education program. She's a domestic violence survivor and says she had to restart her life.
It's been looking up to now. I'm a certified interpreter now, so I hope I take on that career for Fayette County Public Schools and for St. Joseph Hospital.
It's a new beginning for many of these moms. Teachers in the program call them superwomen, going above and beyond to achieve their goals.
We're a program that is built specifically to meet the needs of teen moms and expectant moms. So we have a variety of services here on site.
The school doesn't just have regular classes. They also have a health clinic and a daycare. But for each student in attendance, they've all been on their own journey.
At first, I originally actually dropped out, but I went back to school after having my daughter to show her that she can graduate just as easy as anybody else.
As families and teachers wiped away tears, these women started their next chapter. Whether they're getting a job or furthering their education, their message for other mothers out there is to never give up.
You got this. And no matter how long it takes, you got this. Time is never ending.
In Lexington, Julia Sandor, WKYT.